we're back. This is Haas2 again.
And Lazydrunk. What's up, guys?
And so, where I left off with the last video, I was talking about acquiring recipes. In order to acquire recipes, you absolutely need to have roleplay tokens. That is the only way that you can get them. You can find them in game, but it is extremely difficult to find them in game. Very rare. So, as I said before, it's 2 lesser tokens to get a weak essence recipe, and it's 2 lesser tokens to get a glowing essence recipe. Like I said, essences are the main component to making an enchantment for an item. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was if you want to become a good enchanter, that's what this whole video is about, pricing. Pricing for your items is an essential. Usually, you'll have to go through and explain to people what they need in order to create an enchantment. So, as I said before, there's 4 main components. You need an essence, you need gold, you need a gemstone, and you need the spell that goes with the enchantment that you're trying to do. So, for example, like with the spells, it's usually pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Like if you want to do +3 Constitution to an item, you'll need the spell Bear's Endurance. Pretty straightforward. All you need to do is just have it prepped in your spell list. Once you have it, right there, yeah. All you have to do is just make room for it. There's a bed inside the crafting hall that you can go to. All you have to do, and it allows for unlimited rest, so you can go back there anytime you want and just continually reshift your spells. That way you can actually perform enchantments really quickly. Yay! Panther's having way too much fun right now, and he's dancing on the bed. So I'll go ahead and go back to pricing. Pricing for items. Usually, essences, I would say, are very costly, especially glowing essences. In order to make a glowing essence, which gives you +3 to your attributes or 1d6 damage to an item, you need to have 120 of the ingredient that goes along with it. So if I wanted a +3 to my dexterity, I would need 120 of these fire ant glands.
And this goes with everything. Any tier item is going to take 120 of that regent.
And usually, when you're an enchanter, it's always good if you kind of like overstock on them. Kind of have like little extras on the side. That way, if people don't know what items they need, if they're new to the game, or they just don't have the time to go out and go collect the regents for themselves, it's always good to have some extra ones, and then you can charge them for it. Usually, one of these, so 1 fire ant clan, on my character Ignotus, I usually charge 100 gold per fire ant clan. So
Greedy bastard.
yes, very much so. So 120 times, 100 gold, that comes out to 12,000 gold. So, and I usually equate that to how much an essence is worth. So 120 fire ant clans or 1 glowing fire essence would cost 12,000 gold. And so you can charge based on that. Now, what I like to do is I like to say that, I have a discount system that I like to use. That way I'm not running around like with a chicken head, with his head cut off, trying to collect on all the regents. You can go out and get it yourself, and then I'll only charge you the gold that you need to have for an enchantment. Like I said, gold is a necessary component to make enchantments. Usually for +3 items or for 1d6 items, it costs anywhere between 10,000 to 20,000 in gold. And so I'll usually charge you the base price, and then charge you like 3,000 extra, just so I make a little bit extra money on the side. So we'll go ahead and do an example of one. Basically, if you wanted an armor bonus +3 on an item, I would say, okay, that costs, I'll need 120 beastman horns, a bejewel, and 20,000 gold in order to make that. Now,
Anything stat-wise or AC-wise is going to be 20k. Your 1d6s are going to be 10k. And like he's saying, you're going to need all these items to provide for the outcome of this item. We can't just do it on the fly, guys.
so, as Lazydrunk said, so you'll need, for an armor bonus +3, you'll need 120 Beastman Horns, a Bajurl, and 20,000 gold. Now, and I'll usually tell the person, okay, if you can go and collect those things, I'll only charge you the 20,000 gold plus 3,000 gold for the enchantment. So altogether, if you bring me all the items that I need, that'll only cost you 23,000 gold. And that's usually pretty fair, because you got to think about it. These are permanent enchantments that make you so much better than what you really are, than what your character really is. They're very powerful. So you just have to keep that in mind when somebody says, "Hey, that doesn't sound right," or the 20,000 gold seems a bit pricey. It's that pricey for a reason. Like I said, these are permanent items or permanent enchantments. So, and that's really all it takes to become an enchanter in this game. There's a lot of fun roleplay behind it, and I would suggest anybody that enjoys the wizard kind of character or kind of like a sneaky kind of wizard, go for it. And if you guys have any questions, ask us in game.
And another thing to add, guys, if you really want to get into the whole roleplay aspect, once you finish your bio, if you want to go that route, that's the best way to do it. You get a medium token. Start thinking about writing journals. Get other people involved. That's what this game's all about. Get other players involved. Good roleplay will get you to become the best.
And this is Haas2 signing off.
And this is Lazydrunk. Oh, fuck. I'm wasted. Later, guys.